If there are better ways to test for concussions, why aren't they being used in high schools? Having gone through the process of injury, diagnosis, recovery, I saw the flaws in the system. I thought maybe I could actually use this and help athletes or anyone with a brain injury.
Tillage is a catastrophic event for the soil and the life that lives in the soil. We no longer use a plow. We have to try and farm more in nature's image. And we like to think that that is a lot of the solution for the bay, the management of the land.
These are the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. These are the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. These are the campuses that foster the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. These are the teachers who live for the campuses that foster the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. You are the students who learn from the teachers who live for the campuses that foster the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. And we're the community who's forever behind you. The people whose voices sound a lot like the future and will cheer you on as you build it.
I think everybody should have access to energy. I am interested in augmenting the capability of textiles. We came up with a shade structure that could also capture light, store the energy, as well as give light back in the evening. If we can get energy from fabrics, it can be used everywhere.
Our process that we've invented improves survival rate of plants. It's designed to reduce the environmental impact of fertilizers. Better roots make for better plants. I was able to take advantage of Invent Penn State and explore my business idea without all the risk associated. I went from being a plant science student working in a lab to now being an entrepreneur. I feel like I'm making a difference.
These are the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. These are the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. These are the teachers who foster the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. And we're the community who's forever behind you. The people whose voices sound a lot like the future and will cheer you on as you build it.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise for the processional and remain standing for the national anthem? Please rise. Good afternoon. For the 388th time, candidates for baccalaureate and associate degrees from the Pennsylvania State University have gathered to celebrate their commencement. All are in their places. The ceremony you are about to see extends a tradition that is nearly 1,000 years old. The academic dress and ritual have their origins in the first English universities of the Middle Ages. While the day is one of joy and celebration, the commencement ceremony itself calls for dignity and decorum. This is one of the great days of a lifetime for our graduates, their families, and friends. Therefore, we request everyone's cooperation in according this ceremony the quiet respect it deserves. These exercises for spring semester 2018 are hereby called to order.
Thank you. I'm Rick Roush, Dean of the College of Agricultural Sciences, and it is my pleasure to welcome you here today. We will open with our national anthem, led by Ms. Kaylee Harmon. She is accompanied by the Center Brass Quintet. Thank you, Ms. Harmon. Please be seated. It is wonderful to be here with all of you on this joyous occasion as we recognize and celebrate the accomplishments of these men and women who have completed their academic program at Penn State. This afternoon, we are conducting commencement exercises for the College of Agricultural Sciences. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Professor David Dinlinger. Dr. Dinlinger is affiliated with the Departments of Entomology and Evolution, Ecology, and Organismal Biology at Ohio State University. He grew up on a farm in the Pennsylvania Dutch country of eastern Pennsylvania. He received his Bachelor of Science degree from Pennsylvania State University and a PhD from the University of Illinois. After postdoctoral work in the Netherlands, Kenya, and Harvard, he joined the Ohio State faculty as an assistant professor in 1976. He served as chair of the Department of Entomology for 11 years, and although he retired in 2015 as a distinguished university professor, he continues to maintain an active laboratory with broad interests in insect overwintering, cold hardiness, and reproductive physiology. Professor Dinlinger is a member of the National Academy of Sciences, recipient of the Gregor Mendel Medal from the Czech Academy, and is a fellow of the Entomological Society of America, the Royal Entomological Society, and was named an alumni fellow of the Pennsylvania State University. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present to you Professor David Dinlinger.
Dr. Roush, thank you for this opportunity to participate in today's celebrations. Graduates, can you believe it? This day has finally come. I congratulate you on a job well done. And thank you, parents and friends, for this, your most significant role. This achievement doesn't just happen. without your ardent support and the groundwork you laid so carefully down through the years. 51 long years ago, I sat where you were sitting and proudly claimed my Penn State diploma. With me were my beaming parents, proud to witness the conferral of a degree on a first-generation college attendee, and perhaps beaming because they would no longer have to pay that exorbitant $300 a quarter tuition fee. Also present that day was a special friend who has now been my wife for 50 years. I never dreamed I would come back someday to address this assemblage, and I can assure you that no one would be more surprised to see me here today than my Conestoga Valley High School graduate guidance counselor, who, after giving me an aptitude test, declared that I should be a cowboy. Actually, he may have been right. I do like animals, and I like singing cowboy songs around the campfire. And I've been chasing critters across the savannas of East Africa, into the rainforests of Panama, and over the ice fields of Antarctica for many years. But the critters I've been chasing have 6 legs, and they're much smaller than those bovines I grew up chasing around our family farm. Now, it isn't that I didn't know what I wanted to do when I grow up. It's just that being an entomologist wasn't one of the options on that aptitude test. In fact, I knew very well what I wanted to do, and that's why my first thank you goes to the land-grant universities. I grew up as a gung-ho kid bug collector, living on our farm in Lancaster County in southeastern Pennsylvania. My family lived there since William Penn's son Thomas went up and down the Rhine River Valley, recruiting my Swiss-German ancestors to this new land known as Penn's Woods. The Penns welcomed us in spite of Benjamin Franklin's caution to keep Pennsylvania great by restricting settlement to speakers of the English language. Well, after 150 years or so, we did learn English, and we finally did learn how to speak the language, but the community still remained rather sheltered, and I knew a few career options beyond farming. And that's where the land-grant universities came into play. The eureka moment for me came long before my college days, when Penn State entomology professor, Dr. John Pepper, visited our Lancaster County 4-H club to talk about insects. He supplied us with insect pins and shared tips on finding some of those really cool bugs. Before this fortuitous encounter, I had no idea that someone could make a living doing what I assumed was just fun. From that moment, I knew what I wanted to be. For simply opening my eyes to such new possibilities, I feel an enormous debt of gratitude to Penn State. So I extend my thanks to Penn State and the other land-grant universities for taking their mission of outreach seriously and for helping me discover a rewarding career at a very young age. I suspect that this great university has provided a similar launching pad for many of you. Although you may not have identified a career goal at such an early stage, it is my hope that all of you, through your studies here, have also been able to identify your passion, whatever it may be. Follow that passion. I can think of no easier route for success. My second thank you goes to the students. Although my students are from a state west of here that has a nut as a mascot, I'm sure that you, with a much more ferocious mascot, generate the same respect from your faculty. Contrary to what you may have assumed, this is not a one-way street. I suspect that I've learned as much from my students as they have from me. You've shown me a whole new level of multitasking. You can listen to lectures and text at the same time. And you don't waste your time just walking to class. You productively spend that time in your cell phones. But on a more serious note, my students have pushed me to take our research to new levels. While I was content to continue asking questions at the organismal level, my students pushed me to dig deeper and go after those underlying genes that insects use to measure the length of the day and make preparations for winter. Thanks for that prodding. Today, we are looking at thousands of genes simultaneously trying to figure out that network of genes that dictate how insects shut down their development for the winter and start up again in the spring. The successes we've enjoyed are shared successes. My students have also introduced this farm boy to the world. Names of my students, postdocs, and collaborators stretch from A to Z. Adedokan from Nigeria to Zdarek from the Czech Republic. From names as short as Zu, XU, to names as long as Mantri Samarana Yakaramaswamy from Sri Lanka. You've taught me that the sons and daughters of Ohio and Pennsylvania, China, Korea, Nigeria, Iran, Poland, and the United Kingdom can all work together effectively to solve problems. For that, I thank you. My next thank you is reserved for the little critters I study. I, of course, couldn't resist bringing one along today, and I realize that those of you in the front row can probably see this creature. This may be the first bug to attend a Penn State graduation, and probably the last one. Sorry, it's a little small to see, but I stand in awe of this critter. This graceful insect can walk, run, see, smell, hear, taste, feel, learn, and do almost everything we can do. We can learn much about ourselves from a creature such as this, if we take the time to listen. Insects have already taught us much about our own genes and biology. It was indeed fly genomics and the sequencing of the fruit fly genome that paved the way for the Human Genome Project. Many of the genes now known in humans were first found in that lowly fly. There are now insect models to probe a range of human maladies, including obesity, alcoholism, sleeplessness, and Alzheimer's disease. Research in the honeybee launched the field of behavioral genetics, demonstrating that many aspects of behavior have a genetic basis. The marvelous features of the insect body offer inspiration for robot design, development of new structural colors, and biomaterials that can shed water and microbes. Insects contain a treasure trove of chemical agents that await discovery. Most of our current drugs are derived from plants, and we are quickly running out of new options. But insects have been protecting their own bodies against bacterial and fungal pathogens for millions of years. And through pharmacological prospecting, we can discover the tools they already have developed to combat human and animal disease. Insects are fantastic sources of ideas and tricks that can be exploited for the benefit of agriculture, medicine, material sciences, and computing. My challenge to you is to think small. Insects, of course, have gotten a bad rap. Most of our friends, but a few are indeed our worst enemies. We in America have become a bit complacent because we've succeeded in ridding our country of many of the scourges from earlier years. Typhoid fever, a fly-borne disease that killed nearly as many combatants as did bullets during the Civil War, has now been laid to rest. Epidemics of yellow fever that were once frequent in our port cities of Philadelphia, Baltimore, Charleston, and New Orleans. Physician Benjamin Rush suspected rotting cotton coffee dumped on the wharf as the cause of the 1793 epidemic in Philadelphia. More than 100 years went by until that disease was finally linked to mosquitoes. Yet mosquito-transmitted diseases continue to wreak havoc across Africa, Asia, and South America, killing over 1 million people annually, most of them children. One of my own interests in tropical medicine is the tsetse, a fly that carries human sleeping sickness and the cattle disease of Nagana. Up to 70,000 people in sub-Saharan Africa are infected with this lethal disease, and tsetse renders a chunk of Africa, roughly the size of Europe, unsuitable for raising great cattle. But these are not just diseases and insect problems of faraway places. This new flat world, as Thomas Friedman calls it, brings us into regular contact with products from around the world, and these products bring with them way too many pests along for the ride. Several years ago, the Asian tiger mosquito hitchhiked into Houston on a shipload of used tires from Japan. I'm not sure why we need to be importing used tires from Japan, but such is the global economy. Following its arrival in Texas, the mosquito spread north, invading Pennsylvania and Ohio a few years ago. It's a vicious biter. Many of you probably have already donated a blood meal. But the more scary part of this story is that this mosquito has the capacity to transmit dengue, a debilitating disease also known as breakbone fever. Fortunately, the virus that causes dengue is so far restricted to the Caribbean and a few small spots in southern Florida. But the stage is set for possible expansion of this disease into new areas. Hopefully this will not happen, but you can appreciate why it is absolutely essential that we continue to be on high alert. The more recent arrival of Zika virus in the New World keeps us vigilant and on guard for detection of a mosquito species capable of transmitting this formidable disease. Many other pest species have come sneaking into our country. The spotted lanternfly from Asia is only the most recent example. It was discovered in Berks County in 2014 and showed up on our farm in Lancaster County last summer. The brown marmorated stink bug, another Asian import, was first detected in Allentown in 1998 and by now has made its way across the country. Add to this list the emerald ash borer, the Asian longhorn beetle, the Japanese beetle, the gypsy moth, zebra mussels, and exotic plants such as garlic mustard and honeysuckle that are choking out our native plants. Lest you think we are only the recipients, let me assure you that we have given as well as received. Our Colorado potato beetle has devastated the potato fields of Europe. The costs of these sorts of mistakes are enormous. How do you even put a price tag on the destruction generated by the emerald ash borer as it completely alters the composition of our eastern forests? Such disasters ripple across the ecosystem, destroying the habitats of our native plants, insects, birds, and mammals. The huge increases in world trade dramatically boost the frequency of such invasions, forcing us to keep up our ability to prevent and intercept such accidental introductions. But rather than dwelling on these few bad insects, let me assure you that most insects are indeed our friends. Our world could not function without them. Without pollination services from bees and other insects, we would be without apples, avocados, almonds, blueberries, cherries, cantaloupes, cucumbers, cranberries, and lots of other crops. Industries worth over $18 billion to our country's economy. The recent colony collapse disease that has stricken honeybees reminds us how vulnerable we are and how essential it is to promote the health of our insect friends. Researchers at Penn State have been at the center of scientific discovery vital to American agriculture, boosting agricultural production, keeping our food safe and secure, while simultaneously protecting the environment. Your entomologists have been at the forefront of probing mechanisms to promote honeybee health. Excellence in chemical ecology is synonymous with my image of Penn State. This is that exciting discipline that deciphers how insects and plants communicate and unravels the story behind the amazing plant defenses that serve to thwart insect attack. I look with envy at Penn State's new initiatives in health sciences, an initiative that recognizes the central role of insects as vectors of human, animal, and plant disease. As students, you've had the opportunity to be trained by these world-class thinkers, and perhaps some of you have also had a chance to work in their research laboratories. My own undergraduate days spent in Professor Bill Yendel's laboratory of biological control introduced me to research, allowing me to move seamlessly into graduate school, and for that I remain most grateful. Now in a new phase of my life, as my wife and I make our plans to move back to our family farm near Bird in Hand, I have also gained new respect for the impressive outreach performed by Penn State, a reaching out that underscores the fundamental mission of a great land-grant university. Along with the scholarly journals that I read, I'm a regular reader of Lancaster Farming, a weekly newspaper that serves Pennsylvania's farming communities. In each issue, I read reports of workshops and advice given by Penn State faculty, all sorts of useful things, a new grape tomato variety that I look forward to planting, tips on managing our pastures, advice on how to culture new crops such as ginseng and a plant called ramps. Frankly, I'd never even heard of ramps, but now, thanks to a Penn State researcher, I have a new crop to consider planting in our woodlot. As we planted a buffer of trees along our stream to help protect the Chesapeake, it was Penn State graduates who showed us how it could be done. In many ways, it feels like my life has come full circle. I started out being impacted by Penn State as a young 4-H kid, and now as I move back to the farm, it's from this next generation of Penn State researchers that I seek advice. It's easy to focus on the challenges we face, but as we move back to the farm, I also see exciting and hopeful signs. With the new buffer in place, our stream is developing a healthy gravel bottom that is boosting populations of shiners and dragonflies. And I'm thrilled to see the return of bluebirds. Growing up, my father talked about bluebirds of his youth, but I saw only pictures of those glorious birds. The ravages of DDT had taken their toll and the bluebirds were gone. Now, for the first time in my life, the bluebirds have returned to our farm and are now happily nesting there. As a nation, I think we are enjoying a slow but significant renewal of interest in care for the earth. I'm glimpsing just a bit of that through our bluebirds. In closing, let me say that as I look out over this audience of graduates, I'm impressed by what you have already achieved. But this is just the beginning. You have learned how to think, how to ask questions, and how to seek answers. Armed with these tools, you have a bright future, and our world desperately needs what you can offer. I must say, I am not proud of some of the things that have happened during my generation's watch. In many ways, it feels like we have taken some turns in the wrong direction. But I am hopeful in turning the reins over to you. I sense that you're already pushing toward a higher plane and a new ethos. An ethos that goes beyond nationalism and embraces world citizenship. An ethos that cherishes the earth and all its inhabitants, from the tiniest of creatures to the human family. An ethos that seeks social justice for all of humankind. And an ethos that beats those swords into plowshares and seeks ways for humans to live together in a shared peace and prosperity. This is a huge assignment, but I do think it's within your grasp. Work hard at creating a wonderful future for all of the earth and the creatures that dwell therein. You go with my very best wishes for a meaningful and fulfilled life. Godspeed.
Thank you very much, Professor Dillinger. It is an honor to have you with us. I would now like to introduce Dr. Eric Barron, the president of the Pennsylvania State University. Dr. Barron.
Thank you, Dr. Roush. We now turn to the awarding of the degrees, and I'm pleased to introduce the trustee to authorize the conferring of the degrees. As many of you know, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania State University is its Board of Trustees. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the university. At this time, I call upon Trustee Lynn Dietrich. Mr. Dietrich was elected to the Board of Trustees by delegates of agricultural societies effective July 1, 2017. Mr. Dietrich graduated from Penn State in 1973 with a Bachelor of Science degree in agricultural engineering. He retired as Director of Engineering for Manitowoc Cranes and is the former Vice President of Product Development for Grove Manufacturing in Shady Grove, Pennsylvania. Mr. Dietrich is a member of the Franklin County Farm Bureau, American Farm Bureau, Pennsylvania State Grange, and Cumberland Valley Grange. He has received the College of Agricultural Sciences Outstanding Alumni Award and the Distinguished Alumni Award, which is the university's highest individual honor. We're extremely pleased that he is with us here today. Mr. Dietrich.
Thank you, Dr. Barron. It is my distinct pleasure and high honor to participate in this 2018 spring commencement. Now it's my duty to turn to official duty. Dr. Barron, by virtue of the authority vested in and as approved by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, you are authorized on behalf of the board to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate college faculty and dean.
Thank you, Trustee Dietrich. Before we proceed to the conferral of degrees, please note that Penn State is now recognizing our graduates who are actively serving, veterans, and graduates of our ROTC programs with special red, white, and blue honor cords for their service and sacrifices. At this time, I would like to ask all graduating military and veteran students who have served our country to please stand. Now, will those in the audience who are also veterans or active duty members of the military, would you please stand? Thank you for your significant contributions to our great nation. I now call upon Dean Roush to preside over the conferring of the degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Barron. Graduation marks an important academic achievement. I am now pleased to recognize the department heads who administer our programs in the College of Agricultural Sciences. They represent the faculty who certify these students for the degrees. I would like to introduce the department heads, associate dean, and program coordinator who are members of our platform party. Later, they will come forward to congratulate the students from their departments. Will each administrator stand as I call your name and remain standing until all are introduced? Dr. Tracy Hoover, associate dean for undergraduate education. Dr. Paul Smith, department representative for agricultural and biological engineering. Dr. Laszlo Koksar, the Department Head of Agricultural Economics, Sociology, and Education. Dr. Terry Etherton, Department Head of Animal Science. Dr. Michael Messina, Department Head of Ecosystem Science and Management. Dr. Gary Felton, Department Head of Entomology. Dr. Robert Roberts, the Department Head of Food Science. Dr. Carol E. Bull, the Department Head of Plant Pathology and Environmental Microbiology. Dr. Aaron Connolly, the Department Head of Plant Science. Dr. Gary Perdue, the Interim Department Head of Veterinary and Biomedical Sciences. And Dr. Robert Shannon, the Program Coordinator of Environmental Resource Management. Thank you. Thank you. We will now proceed with the conferral of all of the degrees to all candidates. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Agricultural Sciences please rise? Will the candidates for the associate degree in the college please also rise? Dr. Barron, Trustee Dietrich, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree and the associate degree in the College of Agricultural Sciences.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degrees which you have earned in the College of Agricultural Sciences, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. You may now move your tassels from right to left, and congratulations.
We have many to honor this afternoon. All of them have excelled in one way or another in their academic work and co-curricular activities. All are special, indeed unique, and are deserving of our praise. Although we cannot share with you the accomplishments of each graduate, we have identified one student as representative of the class of 2018. I'm pleased to present Ms. Wan Dai, the class marshal for the College of Agricultural Sciences, escorted today by Jack Van Hovel. Ms. Dai is a native of Wuhan, China, and is the daughter of Hong Yen. She is graduating with double majors in toxicology and in immunology and infectious diseases, along with a minor in Japanese. Wan Yen has conducted undergraduate research in the lab of Dr. Sandeep Prabhu since 2016. In the summer of 2017, she was a laboratory assistant in the Chinese Academy of Sciences Wuhan Institute of Virology. Wan Yen plans to attend graduate school to earn a doctoral degree in pharmaceutical science. She hopes to pursue a career as a biological engineer and work in the pharmaceutical industry in research and management with a focus on developing innovative drugs, drug testing, and designing more effective drug delivery systems. It is my honor to present to you with this certificate and a Nittany Lion statue. I offer you my heartiest congratulations on your achievements. Congratulations and best wishes to you, Wan Yen.
Good afternoon. As Associate Dean of Undergraduate Education, I would like to call upon and thank our nomenclator, E. Allen Cameron, who will introduce individual graduates by department. Let me say a word to our guests today and ask for your cooperation. Many of you have traveled many miles to hear one name, and each name will only be heard if you hold your applause and cheers to the very end. In consideration of everyone who is here today to honor their special graduate, please refrain from applause, cheers, and other noise-making until all graduates have crossed the platform. Then we will applaud their accomplishments together. Our graduates have worked long and hard to earn their degrees, and each one deserves the opportunity to be recognized by his or her family and friends. In each department, the first graduate to be recognized has earned the honor of serving as the Department Student Marshal. The Department Student Marshal has achieved the highest GPA of all graduates in their department. We will proceed by academic departments, beginning with those graduating in agriculture and biological engineering. Graduates, please remember to bring your name card with you for the nomenclature. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Biorenewable Systems please rise? Dr. Barron, Trustee Dietrich, Dr. Roush, Dr. Smith, and honored guest, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates. Representing the Department of Agriculture and Biological Engineering is Student Marshal Rosemary Nicholson, escorted by Faculty Marshal Dr. Nicole Brown, Associate Professor of Wood Chemistry. Rosemary is from Pittsburgh, PA, and is the daughter of Joanne Bova and Mike Nicholson. She is graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Biorenewable Systems. She is a Schreier Honors student, a member of the Thon Operations Committee, and Homecoming Chair. Rosemary received numerous scholarships, including the Drybulus Endowment for Excellence in Agriculture, the Picart Scholarship in Agriculture and Biological Engineering. Rosemary completed 2 National Science Foundation internships and summer research with the Northwest Advanced Renewable Alliance Project and the CEN USA about techno-economic modeling of harvest progression in north central US. She also did research with the School for Field Studies about carbon storage and sequestration in coffee agroforestry in Costa Rica. After graduation, Rosemary will be working for Qualtrics on their research service sales development team in Salt Lake City. Congratulations and best wishes to you, Rosemary.
The students graduating from the Department of Agricultural and Biological Engineering are Samuel Durant, Samantha Beining, Austin Danbo, Ethan Whistler, Marissa Santoro, Robert Gallo, Ryan Crumpy, Anjana Settler, Olabunmi Akintola, Nathaniel Cunningham, Jonathan Sway, Andrew Boyer, Clay Rice, Stephen Winklowski, Alicia Huber,
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Agribusiness Management, Agricultural and Extension Education, Agricultural Science, and Community, Environment, and Development please rise? Dr. Barron, Trustee Dietrich, Dr. Roush, Dr. Kulzar, and honored guests, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates. Representing the Department of Agricultural Economics, Sociology, and Education is Student Marshal Michaela Carbaugh, escorted by Faculty Marshal Ms. Gail Good, Assistant Teaching Professor in Agriculture. Michaela is from Waterside, PA, and is the daughter of Dwayne and Tammy Gates and Greg and Rosanna Carbaugh. She is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Science and a minor in Agribusiness Management. Michaela received numerous university and college scholarships and awards during her undergraduate career, including the Wareheim Endowment in Agribusiness, the Harry and Kathy Ulrich Scholarship in Agricultural Science, and she was the Gamma Sigma Delta Outstanding Student for 2 consecutive years. Michaela participated in the Penn State's Altoona Collegiate FFA and Agriculture Club and the University Parks Agribusiness Management Club. She is also an AgriChoice Farm Credit Scholar and studied abroad in Mexico with a focus on agricultural production and policy. After graduation, Michaela will be working for a local agricultural company in Bedford County, Pennsylvania. Congratulations and best wishes to you, Michaela.
Students graduating from the Department of Agricultural Economics, Sociology, and Education are Mackenzie Green, Carly Mills, Cheyenne Myers, Allison Balmer, Michaela Kuhlman, Katie Smith, Angela Becker, Rosalind Cowan, George Dietrich, Elizabeth Nottingham, Joshua Axelband, David Leibovitz, Lauren Velasco, Kaylee Kumanchik, Danielle Lyle, Sarah Cassiano, Kyle O'Brien, James Helbley, Amanda Brennan. Emily Clauda. Mohammed Reda Barada El Azizi. Timothy Boyle. Michael DeVito. Taylor Fricky. Brian Sloan. Sebastian Nunez Pena. Jamie Mitchell. Gary Shelley. Lauren Philibrown. Grant Boone. Catherine Puccini. Tyler Mills. Anthony Finkbeiner. Manuela De Silva. Emily Schwartz. Kieran Graywall. Sharon Snyder. Yadalis Martinez. Jacob Wozniak. Seamus Foley. Jack Jones. Jose Holguin. Casey Brandstetter. Jason Shinji Igne. Gan. Colby Dice. Monica Caldwell. Lena Bioni. Elizabeth Chandler. Tyler Bergman. Megan Zoner. Trey Dykeman. Rachel Bernstein. Tyler Mull. Gregory Kurtz. Colby Stewart. Allison Emig. Kelsey Paulus. Marco Borisic. Taylor Lehman. Kira Edelman. Corey Manley. Hiniol Karan Modazia. George Smith. Danielle Chinworth. John Roman. Brandon Essex. Amelia Thomas. Brooke Long. Kevin Brubaker. Tristan Mrakovich. Ryan Zwolenick. Edward Kelly. James McGoldrick. Alexander Kopcho. Michael Reda. Kyle McCarthy. Leah Weisel. Heather Wasson. Haley Wasson. Alexis DePasqua. Michael Lucas. Brandon Lorenz. Samuel Collins. Zachary Kantz. Kayla Couchtaller. Adriana Diaz. Caitlin McLaren. Aubrey Taylor. Natushmi Kanajiri. T. Noel. Ryan Power. Elise Mitchell. Mary Albert. Michelle Kaminsky. Sydney Dempline. Patricia McLaughlin. Olivia Healy. Kiana Colon. Alyssa Gerkles. Colin Castro. Nicole Brunozzi. Brooke Novotnak. Chase Palmer. Catherine Wenner. Jared Lease. Lawrence Wax. Noah Ackerman. Andrew Feimer. John O'Riordan. Kyle Duell. Catherine Coker. Cassandra Kirk. Emilio Carrion. Sarah Miller. Daniel McConnell, Alexa Wilhelm, Emily Seeger.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Animal Science please rise? Dr. Barron, Trustee Dietrich, Dr. Roush, Dr. Atherton, and honored guest, I'm pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates. Representing the Department of Animal Science is Student Marshal Amelia Rogas, exhorted by Faculty Marshal Dr. William Stanier, Associate Professor of Animal Science. Amelia is from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, and is the daughter of Jane Rogas and Bob McElwee. She is a Schreyer's Honors student, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Science with a minor in Equine Science. Amelia received several scholarships and awards, including the University Provost Award, and she was a 2017 Erickson Discovery Grant recipient. She is also an ag advocate and a member of the Penn State Equine Research Team. She participated in several research projects and summer internships, as well as an externship at the University of Pennsylvania's Veterinary School's New Bolton Center. Amelia plans to attend vet school at Cornell University and focus on large animal medicine. Congratulations and best wishes to you, Amelia.
Students graduating from the Department of Animal Science are Jeremy Lake, Sarah Cook, Sydney Downham, Melissa Cluck, Maria Sandoval, Cheyenne Adams, Alexa Fischetti, Paige Furtaw, Brenna Bobby, Rebecca Byers, Sarah Luckenbaugh, Abigail Ward, Reuben Hicks, Douglas Boop, Laura Lesher, Emma Brenningen, Chad Hamilton, Nathan Briggs, Greg Kolofsky, Ian Miller, Curtis Hershey, Katie Gutnacht, Kristen Delsomino, David Franco, Michael Barton, Joshua Grigg, Amanda Hackinson, Kara Zoloschik, Abby Allison, Chandler Kern, Katie Russell, Lydia Hoover, Genevieve Johnson, Kaylee Gulliver, Gabrielle Winger, Taylor Jones, Dennis Furkevich, Sarah Albinson, Sydney Vaught, Austin Milligan, Jessica Duncan, Alexis Ream, Megan Frantangelo, Brenna Downey, Kelly Murphy, Ashley Hummel, Brianna Hicks, Daniel Yu, Cody Frock, Devin Remley, Amber Alvarado, Rhonda Downing, Colin Asadinia, Katie Suto, Carolyn Salmi, Haley Mitchell, Adina Perez, Leanne Coswick, Veronica Doherty, Sian Taylor, Alicia Talmadge, Rebecca Phillips, Megan Skiles, Lauren Foisey, Laken Pudliner, Emily Katoy.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Forest Ecosystem Management and Wildlife and Fisheries Science please rise? Dr. Barron, Trustee Dietrich, Dr. Rausch, Dr. Messina, and honored guests, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates. Representing the Department of Ecosystem Science and Management is Student Marshal Clayton Fry, escorted by Faculty Marshal Dr. Paula Ferrari, Associate Professor of Fisheries Management. Clayton is from York, PA, and is the son of Brian and Christina Fry. He is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Wildlife and Fisheries Science and a minor in Watersheds and Water Resources. Clayton received several scholarships, including the Angustat Family Agricultural Excellence Scholarship and the Rapp Rossiter Prize Academic Excellence Scholarship. He is a member of the Penn State Bass Fishing Club, and several Thon committees. Clayton participated in research on quantifying fine-scale habitat of brook trout in a thermally diverse environment and completed an internship with the PA Fish and Boat Commission. He plans to continue as a lake habitat intern for the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission this summer and then pursue employment in his field. Congratulations and best wishes to you, Clayton.
Students graduating from the Department of Ecosystem Science and Management are Sylvia Sharoli, William Hunter Lieb, Josh Sanko, Anna Lindemuth, Jessica Hepner, Lainey Williams, Destiny Acosta, Christian Tippa, Adam Saigan, Ronald Hartman, Nathan Yoakum, Graham Schumann, Derek Sinicola, Jennifer Hepner, Danielle Baer, Cassidy Klingler, Hunter Manjul, Madeline Killian, Miranda Fuchs, Stephen Jessel, Brandon Owlett, Dylan Folk, Megan Kreider, Joshua Herschel, Tyler Amsbacher, Eric Strout, Andrew Penn, Kristen Attinger, Ryan Helsley, Mitchell Griesach, Avery Weinrich, Cody Whipple, Thomas Aranzi, John Berger, Sean Callahan, Brendan Timmerman, Hannah Ivanchak, Olivia Soleto, Patrick Berkowski, Joshua Potter, Lindsay Gilbert,
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Food Science please rise? Dr. Barron, Trustee Dietrich, Dr. Roush, Dr. Roberts, and honored guests, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates. Representing the Department of Food Science is Student Marshal Tyler Overholtz, escorted by Faculty Marshal Dr. Ryan Elias, Associate Professor of Food Science. Tyler is a military child and his current hometown is Erie, Pennsylvania. He is the son of Mary Rose Camp and Dale Overholtz II and is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Food Science. Tyler received several scholarships, including the Undergraduate Scholarship for Talented Students, the Frank S. and Nina Cobb Scholarship, and the Evan Pugh Scholar Senior Award. He completed an internship with Bay Valley Foods in Northeast PA as a research and development intern. Tyler has accepted a position on the winemaking team at Mazza Winery in Northeast PA. Congratulations and best wishes to you, Tyler.
Students graduating from the Department of Food Science are Adam Sears, Andrew Cotter, Christine Koshevich, Lisa Keim, Karolina Strumska, Grace Lewis, Marielle Donahoe, Rachel Hare, Olivia Canarosi, Amy King, Carrie Smith, Emily Resick, Abigail Setley, Amanda Booz, Lauren Schreiber, Melissa Leandri, Olivia Christian, Madison Dovenspike, Juliana Loza, John Kenworthy, Max Perzak, Rachel Reynolds, Kai Ma, Laura Murcia Ruiz, Sarah Quay, Sydney Majoich, Malik Sino, Sebastian Ceballos Garcia, Stephanie Luchansky, Julie Maitel, Abigail Price, Maria Wolfers, Callista Miller, Devin Gardner, Isabel Aarons Whalga, Purissa Pugdum, Taylor Brown, Hong Yi Young, Alexandra Wyrus, Jordan Lustig, Melissa Brigandi, Thomas Pastor, Keaton Heater, Mitchell Hoysock, Carlos Madamba, Ryan White, Nathan Perlman.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Landscape Contracting, Plant Sciences, and Turfgrass Science please rise? Will the candidates for the Associate degree in Turfgrass Science and Management please rise? Dr. Barron, Trustee Dietrich, Dr. Roush, Dr. Connolly, and honored guests, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates. Representing the Department of Plant Science is Student Marshal Lauren Briggs, escorted by Faculty Marshal Dr. David Mortensen, Distinguished Professor of Agroecology. Lauren is from York, PA, and is the daughter of John and Sandy Briggs. She is graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Plant Science. Lauren was the recipient of the Edgar E. and Dorothy W. Fennell Scholarship in Agroecology and the Arthur S. Wolf Scholarship in Agriculture. She participated in research in the Brown and Lynch Root Lab and was an assistant in the Frost Entomology Museum. Lauren completed 2 internships, one at the Horn Family Farm Center for Agricultural Education and the other at the Mountain School of Milton Academy in Vermont. After graduation, Lauren hopes to run an educational community farm in her hometown. Congratulations and best wishes to you, Lauren.
Students graduating from the Department of Plant Science are Taylor O'Gwyn, Sonny Liggett, Casey Baxter, Kelsey Prize, Leanna Woodzicki, Jonathan Stevens, Morgan Lingle, Rebecca Strauss, Laura Reese, Kirsten Fulham, Shannon Hicks, Olivia Rickards, Lake Miller, Angelica Kustenbader, Jennifer Halterman, Austin Hunt, Benjamin Fry, William Stas, Matthew Simmons, Andrew Faust, Seth Burchell, Colin Breidinger, Madison Mahout, Jacob Lasko, Dylan Schaefer, John Betts, Nathaniel Leby, Alexander Schuler, Ethan Hull, Luke Stano, Sean Moore, Nancy Lee Shedd, Ryan Branch, Joseph Bonacorsi, Lukman Richard, Charles Luna, Christopher Wagner, Mason Schnabel, Adeline Hannigan, Adeline, David Pencrott, Gray Godfrey, Nathan Hood, Alfredo Onorati, Ryan Leach, Stephen Speaker, James Meyer, Isabella Taffa, Jonathan Hayworth, Gordon Roguski, Jose Eduardo Mondragon Figueroa, Keaton Krivsky, Marie Huff, Zachary Harmon, Henry Anderson, Michael Spey, Christopher Bergman,
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Immunology and Infectious Disease, Toxicology, and Veterinary and Biomedical Sciences please rise? Dr. Barron, Trustee Dietrich, Dr. Roush, Dr. Perdue, and honored guest, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates. Representing the Department of Veterinary and Biomedical Sciences is Student Marshal Kevin Deal, escorted by Faculty Marshal Dr. Margarita Cantora, Distinguished Professor of Molecular Immunology and Nutrition. Kevin is from Newtown, Pennsylvania, and is the son of Fran and Tom Deal. He is a Schreier's Honor Student, graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Immunology and Infectious Disease with a minor in Global Health. Kevin has received several scholarships, including the Evan Pugh Scholar Award, the Schreier's Honors College Academic Excellence Scholarship, and the President Sparks Award. He is a member of the Biomedical Sciences Club and the Lutheran Campus Ministry at Penn State. Kevin has done research in Dr. Cantora's lab and completed a summer internship in a Jefferson University laboratory and participated in the St. Mary's pre-med program. He also studied abroad in South Africa for his global health minor. Kevin will attend medical school this summer and plans to become an infectious disease specialist and hopes to get his master's in public health. Congratulations to you, Kevin.
Students graduating from the Department of Veterinary and Biomedical Sciences are Leo Lushansky, Kelly Acherno, Katie Bosmith, Brittany Miller, Catherine Studebaker, Lauren Kelly, Elizabeth Flaherty, Carolyn Lamb, Kelsey Champeau, Hannah Taylor, Denver Greenewald, Aubrey Vina, Sarah Rossler, Madeline Mason, Stephanie Stelmack, Alexis Cash, Jill Lazorchik, Jordan Newman, Christopher Frazetti, Carter Farrell, Leah Conti, Mitchell Vallone, Julianne Hall, Rachel Kahn, Gage Holmes, Lauren DeFalco, Stephanie Velez, Mary Ostach, Rachel Jaczek, Kristen Short, Paige Wilson, Brittany Pugliese, Alicia Pushinsky, Nicole Dickstein, Sarah Gamble, Kristen Sprayberry, Jacob Bailey, Emily Bhagwat Prasad, Alyssa Kamrowski, Valerie Prosko, Kendra Bloom, Elke Hess, Katrina Contorno, Michaela Bookwalter, Ryan Lennon, Alan Ludwikowski, Lindsay Martin, Katrina Jobst, Emily Malik, Jian Zhou, Daniela Urich, Cassandra Alberts, Ashley Hellenthal, Brendan Smith, Mackenzie Pickford, Morgan Cicelli, Matthew Ryan, Clarice Solis, Laura Strouch, Melanie Cumberbatch, Allison Liu, James Vitale, Elena Leotis, Taylor Young, Adam DeFazio, Zachary Calico, Aaron Salesi, Joseph Lucas, Caitlin Castle, Margot Keller, Amelia Hare, Amy Townsend, Evan Marandino, Angeline Guno, Emily Poquette, Juliana Renzi, Kelsey Remig, Bradley Garrett, Colby Stackhouse, Morgan Fisher.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Environmental Resource Management please rise? Dr. Barron, Trustee Dietrich, Dr. Relsch, Dr. Shannon, and honored guests, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates. Representing the interdisciplinary major, Environmental Resource Management, is Student Marshal Sam Bayuzik, escorted by Faculty Marshal Dr. Patrick Drohan, Associate Professor of Pedology. Samuel is from Cambridge Springs, Pennsylvania, and is the son of Charlotte Mulreen and Ron Bayuzik. He is graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Environmental Resource Management and minor in Watersheds and Water Resources. Samuel received the Provost Award and the Evan Pugh Award for his junior and senior year. He is also a member of the ERM Society and participated in research using acid-mined polluted soils to grow crops for biofuel. Samuel plans on attending graduate school to obtain a biosystems engineer degree so he can design stormwater control structures, combining artful landscape designs to bring natural beauty to functional structures. Congratulations and best wishes to you, Samuel.
Students graduating from the interdisciplinary major Environmental Resource Management are Caitlin Fauzi, Mariah Wadley, Jordan Baker, Maxwell Whitwer, Corey White, Jeffrey Gleason, Jacqueline Taggart, Madison Schaefer, Robert Ost, Haley Roach, Melanie Nowen, Jesse Boland, Thomas Marino, Heather Baer, Emily Kerstetter, Aaron Blakeney, Vance McNeese, Emily Collins, Tice Everts, Bethany Thatcher, Zachary Webb, Adam Young, Mark Mazan, David Beichler, Michael Grega, Brendan Valco, Eric Bevacqua, Rachel Innocenzi, Morgan Matto, Sean Bernheisel, Emily Saul, Brianna Bonshock,
Thank you. This concludes the awarding of the baccalaureate and associate degrees. Please join me in recognizing the accomplishments of the new graduates of the College of Agricultural Sciences. Thank you. As a land-grant institution, we are chartered to offer the opportunity for training in the military service. And at Penn State, we have programs in the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. Will all graduates of the Pennsylvania State University Reserve Officer Training Corps please rise? Thank you. Dr. Barron, it is a privilege for me to present our graduates of the Reserve Officer Training Corps as officers who will serve in the Armed Forces of the United States.
On behalf of everyone at Pennsylvania State University, we thank you for your commitment to the nation. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now ask that you turn to the back portion of the printed program where the graduates' names are listed for meritorious achievement. These are students graduating in the top 12% of their class. Diplomas will have this academic achievement noted in the official document. Students who are graduating summa cum laude are wearing a blue and white cord. Students who are graduating magna cum laude are wearing a blue cord. And students who are graduating cum laude are wearing a white cord. Please hold your applause until the students in all three categories are standing. Will the students graduating summa cum laude please rise and remain standing? Will those students graduating magna cum laude please rise and remain standing? And now, will those graduating cum laude please rise? Congratulations again and best wishes. Congratulations and best wishes for your continuing excellence. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Barron, this concludes the recognition of those graduating with scholastic distinction. Graduates, I would now like your help in recognizing an additional group, the faculty of the College of Agricultural Sciences. Your professors who guide your education here are joining us today to share your sense of pride in earning your degree. They have played a significant role in your intellectual and personal growth. They have shared with you their academic and professional expertise, both in and out of the classroom, in their roles as teachers and advisors. They believe in you and in your ability to succeed. Faculty, will you please rise? Thank you. You may be seated. On behalf of the university, the College of Agricultural Sciences, and its class of 2018, we finally want to recognize the unsung heroes and heroines of the day. Will the parents, guardians, and spouses of the graduates please rise and remain standing? Your many sacrifices have enabled your loved ones to have a Penn State education. Your sense of commitment and, on occasion, your sense of humor have been invaluable. You were silent at times and vocal on occasion, but most importantly, you were there when they needed you. Thank you for allowing us to have the privilege of educating these members of your family. Now will the graduating class rise and face the audience, look to your parents, relatives, and friends, and join me and faculty in expressing our profound appreciation for a job well done. Please be seated. With the conferral of the degrees today, each of you now becomes an alumna or alumnus of the Pennsylvania State University. It now gives me great pleasure to call upon Ms. Danity Miller-Boyle, who's the president of the College of Agricultural Sciences Alumni Society. Ms. Miller-Boyle.
Thank you, Dr. Roush. Congratulations, graduates. I'm Dana D. Miller-Boyle, representing the College of Agricultural Sciences Alumni Society. The Penn State Alumni Association celebrates your successes and welcomes you into a proud network of Penn Staters. Your Alumni Association is powered by pride. More than 174,000 alumni and friends like you keep their connection to our world-class university strong through membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. Today, on behalf of the Alumni Association, I am honored to share a graduation gift to you, a one-year free membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. Your membership keeps you in touch with Penn State and connects you with more than 300 geographically dispersed alumni chapters, interest groups, and college and campus societies. No matter where you live, what you've studied, or which campus you attended, we have a group that matches your interest. After graduation, once you are settled, reach out to your local Penn State alumni chapter. Your Penn State family will be happy to hear from you. And in the coming years, when you visit Penn State, we hope you will enjoy your time on campus and stop by the Hintz Family Alumni Center at University Park. With that, we would like to ask our new graduates to please rise. Would all other Penn State alumni here today please rise as well? It gives me great pleasure to induct all graduating students of the Pennsylvania State University into the Penn State Alumni Association. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Thank you, Ms. Miller-Boyle. Following the departure of the platform party, the faculty and the student marshals, all students will be dismissed by rows by the university marshals. Students should then exit the Jordan Center with a plan to meet family members outside the arena because guests for the next ceremony will be arriving. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we end our commencement ceremonies. We will be led in singing of the Alma Mater by Ms. Kaylee Harmon. The words can be found on the inside front cover of the program. Will you please stand and remain standing until the academic procession has exited the arena. Thank you.